When the Dallas Cowboys lose, the rest of the world wins, especially on a Monday Night Football. And then there were two. It's your boy B Jizzle. It's my girl Kales with the Intels. It's late on the East Coast down there below. Bob had submitted a PTO request, man. He had some stuff come up, so he can't make it. So me and Kales are going to hold it down here for the after party, so to speak. Man, oh man, Kales. Can't say we didn't see this coming, but we didn't, because we all had the Cowboys winning. But 27-17, the Cardinals for the dub. I mean, Dak Prescott sacked like 6-7 times. Like, wowzers.
I just don't know where to start and where to begin.
I know, right? And we're going into the bye week. Like I said, man, it is about to be a long 2 weeks. And I hate it because, you know, I'm starting to think, man, all this money I'm spending to go to Las Vegas to see my team in 2 weeks after the bye week might not be a good investment, especially if we don't get no trade sauce going tomorrow, Kels. I know you said there's a trade in, but I don't think one trade is going to save this team the way this defense played tonight. They made Jacoby Brissett look like a Hall of Fame quarterback.
And, well, I'm not saying that. I mean, he got some Super Bowls on him. But like I said, Jacoby, he's not a bad quarterback. He's not a bad quarterback. I mean, will he give you a couple of picks in there? Yeah, I said that in the pregame show. And I also said that Arizona has always been a juggernaut team for the Cowboys. But just to see the way it went down, it was so, I mean, they came out sloppy. And I'm gonna just be real. They came out sloppy.
No touchdowns in the first half. We had 122 yards total in the first half. Trey says the game was embarrassing, man. I turned it off in the third. Yeah, I know. I seen your post go into OAT, Trey. Yeah, a lot of folks disgusted right about now.
It was just sloppy. It was sloppy, undisciplined.
I mean, not even really the undisciplined, just this. Where did the offense go? Because I swear this offense looked like it turned into the defense, Kales.
It was a team loss on both sides.
I agree, but I mean, this offense is not the offense we see that scores 40 points at home, 3 games at home, first loss at home for the year. This is uncharacteristic of this team. Penalties aside, worst defense, yeah, okay, aside, but that getting sacked 6 times, and then I mean, it's bewildering.
It's sad, and they put Nate Thomas in a little bit too late because they replaced him for Terrence Steele. They put him in too late, but like I said, that game started off the rails.
Yeah, I mean, it started and it finished off the rails. I mean, they looked like they had a little fight there in the second half, but then again, dumbass penalties. Pickens, you know, I don't know. He's been borderline. I'm surprised some of the refs haven't got him here up to that point. But that's just one play. I know it's isolated. I know they missed some plays on Arizona too as well. There's no tears here, y'all. Yeah, we had the Cowboys winning, but we've been known that this Cowboys defense was suspect. But tonight, for me, it was just like, damn, the offense is guilty by association now. They've been hanging out with the defense in the locker room, and now that defense has permeated into the offensive ranks, especially on a salute to service night in a salute to service game. That's what I hate the most, especially for my veterans. That's just terrible. That's terrible performance by the home team.
It was just bad. This was like I said, it's another. It was just another bad case of football.
Man, like we're going into the bye week, Kels. Like I would have figured that by the bye week, we'd have had some things. I thought we at least had the offense figured out, but that's not even the case. Joseph Warren says you got to give credit to Jonathan Gannon. Yeah, I mean, no discredit to the Cardinals. They showed up ready to play tonight.
And I think this is the first time since Jonathan Gannon has been the head coach that we have we have played Arizona since he left the Eagles. And that was one thing. Like I said, it was so much stuff to touch base on the pregame show that we didn't get around to. But Jonathan Gannon, he knows Dak Prescott. He knows Cowboys football because he was the DC. I want to say he was the DC for for uh for Philadelphia.
Oh yeah, no, 100% credit to the Cardinals. The Cowboys straight dumpster juice. All three phases of the game. I mean, Brandon Aubrey even missed the 68 record. We talked about that. I tried to call that before halftime going in. I figured, okay, it sounds a little dramatic. He was there lined up. He missed the field goal. You know, I knew going into halftime we needed a
I knew that
miracle.
field goal wasn't gonna tank. Not tank. I knew it wasn't gonna go in because of the momentum of it. I knew it wasn't going to go in.
Mm. It was short close, but it wasn't close enough. And you know, Brandon Aubrey don't miss. And you know, when he's missing, yeah, no special teams. I mean, what's up with Cavante Turpin? It don't even look like he catch the ball and run fast no more. It looks like he's trying to set up for another spin move or something. Like no special teams, no offense in the first half. We've seen some offense. I mean, Flournoy caught the first touchdown pass of the game where this team scored 40 points at home. It's like the defense has permeated offense, and now the offense is the defense. That's the only thing I can come up with for this game.
It was just terrible. It was another terrible brand of football.
Caitlin says, projected top 10 draft pick after this season is done. The worst part about it, Eagles going to be the first ones to crack the repeat division title. I'm glad you said it, Caitlin, because I was trying to figure out how we was going to open up this show. And I was about to say, damn, it really looks like the Eagles are about to repeat in the NFC East because Cowboys, we are falling fast to the basement. We're going to fuck around and let the Giants pass us. At this point, the Cowboys are now 3-5-1. But great call out, Caitlin. Yeah, it looks like because even they've done some moves prior to the trade deadline. They made 2 or 3 key moves. I don't know how they keep getting players for crumbs over there with ski mask. Howie, what's he doing? Is he holding folks up during the negotiations or something? Why did Philly continue to keep signing folks and we don't, Kills?
I mean, at the end of the day, what a lot of people don't know, in the next 2 to 3 years, Philly is going to be in cap space hell. And we talked about that.
Yeah, I've been hearing that for like a couple of years. I know Jerry said that a couple of years ago too as well, but it ain't helping us right now. Cowboys Nation 24/7 tapping in says Tyler Smith getting manhandled by a rookie like Sheesh. Yeah, whoever that Walter Nolan dude is, did we cover him in position predictions? I thought his name sounded kind of familiar. I was like, damn, he's cooking our offensive line. But you're right, Cowboys Nation. I seen that too. And Tyler knew Tyler knew as soon as he beat him, he's like, damn, you could see his body language.
Yeah, we talked about a couple of players that Arizona got in this year's draft.
Yeah, well, I knew to start Marvin Harrison. I would have started Kyler Murray tonight, but he was inactive, and it looks like, yeah, it's Jacoby Brissett's team to take because just before I logged out there, they were saying, well, the last 3 games, the numbers are up. Do they keep, which I hear rumblings going on, not that it matters now, that maybe they might part ways with little Kyler over there, but that's neither here nor there. I don't think any trade we're going to see tomorrow is going to fix it. And I know for one thing, if they don't trade, if it's burning now, it's going to be burning tomorrow.
And honestly, and I'm gonna be as real as possible when it comes to this trade. If I was on the receiving end of the trade, I would not send my player to a team that is basically falling at the wayside.
Dean is checking in. Shout out to Dean, baby. I seen you out there in Denver. I'm sad we didn't get a chance to link up. I appreciate you getting at me. Big time supporter of the content here. Army veteran tapping in on Salute the Service Month. Says trade deadline means absolutely nothing, even if they are players. This team is a laughing stock. Man, I'm telling you, we just give up the points. And it's going to be a long season if there's no trade, or if there's a trade. I mean, even if we got 5 players, it's still like, how are we going to do it? Because I'm like, where did the offense go? You got George Pickens, CD Lamb.
And honestly, I if I was the front office, for the position that they're looking at, I would take that trade off the table because we don't know what Marquise Bell is going to look like because he got pulled out of the game with an apparent injury. And our safety, if he goes out, then our safety is basically depleted.
I mean, yeah, man, you could get out there and play defense. But hey, we do want to give thanks to our supporters here on Built Different Group. Every week, the Big 3 show here is brought to you by 57 green badge supporters. So I've got not one, not two, but 3 prizes to give away here. We got some names on the wheel of names. 57 supporters. I got a domino, Dallas Cowboy domino set. I got a clear purse for the ladies to get you into the stadium. And I've got this 3930. It's a small, medium fitted cap for like maybe a child or something like that. Somebody maybe with a small head. But yeah, it's a small, medium size. Maybe the ladies out there, maybe some men too, with, you know, small heads out there. But hey, we got 3 prizes. Don't have to be present to win. The winner will pick the prize that they want. So let's spin the wheel to say thank you to all of our Green Badge supporters supporting the content here each week. This is why we are able to have this show. Without your support, this don't happen. Thank you to our 57 subscribers. Let's see who's going to win. Then I got another announcement to make too of Gym Rat of the month for October. Shout out to all my Patreon pick pool supporters playing along with the picks. But let's take a look at the wheel. Let's see who it is. Ruben Martin Hernandez. Shout out to Ruben. Appreciate your support, baby. Make sure and DM me. If not, I'll DM you, and you can choose one of those 3 prizes to win. But back to the recap, back to going into the bye week. I mean, what are we going to do, Kales? We're going into the bye week. Either we make a trade or we don't, but we got to get ready for the Las Vegas Raiders.
I will take the trade off the table. That's me right there. Because I don't think anybody want to come to Dallas.
You bring up a good point. I mean, if we're like now 3-5-1, who's really trying to be traded to Dallas right now? As Mike Rock says, same old trash, and we just a few missing pieces to the puzzle to be a top-tier team. Yeah. Shout out to Chargers. Boat Nation in the building. Shout out to Tomas Carrasco. Says, man, this season of football is wacky. I didn't see this coming. Thank you. I'm glad you said that because I didn't see it coming like that either, especially for I thought it was going to be high scoring, at least some fireworks, Kales, you know, at least there's at least a bunch of touchdown score, but the Cowboys offense went missing in the first half at home where they've been on fire 40 points per game.
Yeah, and the defense was, the defense was just the defense. And it's hard to even rate special teams if special teams really hasn't gotten going yet, because our defense has been the issues. But now I don't know what's going on with this offense.
I'm telling you, the offense has become the defense. That's the only thing that I can try to make it make sense, because we know our defense has been god awful. But I mean, to not score a touchdown in the first half, only a little over 100 yards. I think we had 56 passing yards, 52 rushing yards at the halftime tap in.
Yeah. Wait a minute. I don't think honestly, I don't think Jerry's going to give up those first round picks. I would not even give up those first round picks.
No. I think we need to be paging Will McClay for the 2026 draft in Pittsburgh. How far are you from Pittsburgh out there in the nation's capital, Kels?
It's like 4 hours, but I doubt if I go. I'm looking forward to the one in Washington.
Oh, yeah, we know you all going to be in the one at D.C. Yeah, we all going to have to come to D.C. to see Kales. Okay. Lance says, terrible play calling, terrible O-line, all around straight trash. I agree 100%.
Yeah, they did not keep that clean and the upright or
Yeah, I mean, this noise is going to get louder too. I mean, Dak Prescott was entered.
And here's my thing, and leave that comment up. And I'm not coming at you sideways, Joseph, and all this other stuff, because I know the next one is going to be not from you, but other people, Fire, Eberflus, and all this other stuff. Until somebody could come up with a better solution for a better DC. Please, STFU.
But it don't change though. It still don't matter. It don't change. I mean,
my thing is
but the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over to some fans. But to say that we just need to accept it because
I'm not.
Jerry says so. I mean,
I'm not saying accept it. But my thing is everybody is saying fire Flus, yada yada yada. Like up here, everyone is talking about fire Joe Witt. Joe Witt last year, if I'm not mistaken, was the main piece that took Washington to the conference. And they're having just as much as problems as we are. They got a lot of starting lineup players that's going to be out for the rest of the season. Count your blessings. We're not in that scenario right now, Cowboys Nation. And they're going after Joe Witt's head because they really don't have a defense. The only defense they have is the Ron Payne when you look at it. Now, as far as with us, there's nobody that could come in on a bye, change a whole entire program with the defense we have. And then also you also got to look at it, and this is where I do blame the front office. If you knew that you have an entire secondary room that is man press coverage, why get a zone minded defensive coordinator? That's the only thing. They should have had a defense coordinator that fits the room that they had, but they didn't. They picked Flus, and no disrespect to Flus. I liked what Flus brought in when he first came $2 years ago, but this year it's like he's not. We're going to run zone. We're going to run zone, but you have a 100% man press secondary room.
Yeah. Joseph says Jerry Jones made a big mistake by trading Micah Parsons before the season started. I don't necessarily think so because trading him freed up some money, gave us a DT. We already knew Mozzie was trash, but gave us Clark. Clark made a couple of big plays out there tonight. But yeah, I mean, he's not Micah, but it also freed up money for us. I mean, we got $30 million in the bank, and plus we ain't got a long ass contract like Trayvon did.
Joseph, I don't know where you've been, but I've been letting a lot of things percolate about Micah Parsons. They've been trying to get rid of Micah Parsons for 2 seasons now, and it has
Jerry Jones. Here we go, Kels.
To do with money.
Here we go, Kels. I know Caitlin must be tapping in, listening to the post game with John Machota. Jerry Jones tells John Machota of The Athletic after the loss, he stands by what he said in regards to trade. Says people should see what we do tomorrow. Oh, Jerry stirring the pot around the clock, y'all. Man, look, I'm gonna have to go get me a couple extra bag of popcorn for tomorrow because I'm curious to see what's gonna happen.
I did see when the game started that Asante Samuels Jr. has been medically cleared to go to any team after having that spinal fusion surgery. But I don't know if any team wants to chance that because that spinal fusion surgery he had when he suffered that neck injury, those 2 neck injuries when he was, I forgot who he was last with. I don't know if anybody is gonna pull the trigger on that. I mean, he's still in his prime. He's 26. He's tall, lengthy. I mean, if it wasn't for that, I could see him with any team because of what he could bring. But yeah, he was just medically cleared during the time of the game started.
Yeah, Joseph's busy in the comments. Says defensive they got some work to do. Seriously, not going to be easy. Yeah, I mean, I don't even think Demo plus a trade plus maybe a Trayvon even coming back could say this defense, because I mean they were straight going at DaRon Bland tonight, like it was the thing to do. Kels, I mean he got torched by Marvin Harrison up on the goal line.
Yeah,
he did make a couple of plays.
with that
They was
snake
going
play.
at Bland.
Yeah, when I saw Marvin Harrison with that snake play, I was like, yeah. Yeah, he was with the Chargers last. He was. I couldn't remember. I know the team has blue in it. I couldn't remember which one.
Yeah, Gerald, I mean, that's what we are. I mean, you didn't watch the Netflix special. I mean, you haven't been hanging around since the 90s. Yeah, Jerry might as well. I mean, we are in reality TV. We are on reality TV now. We're going to see, hopefully, Jerry going to stand on some business and show us something that give us some kind of hope, because I know the trade deadline passes and we don't make any moves the way after we just, competed or lack thereof tonight on Monday Night Football for the world to see, as you heard me when I opened up. When the Cowboys lose, the rest of the world wins, especially on a Monday Night Football, because now everybody gets to say the line again. It's not our year. But what do we do going into this bye week, Kels? How do we get our life? How did the whole team get our life this week?
They came out like they was already on the bye week. They was sluggish, sloppy. And then when I saw that we got the ball first, I said, "Oh yeah, this ain't gonna be a good game." But
y'all let us know down in the comments below, what should the Cowboys do going into the bye week? It's a long 2 weeks. We got this walk of shame beginning tonight, going until tomorrow. We got the bye this week. No Cowboys games until we get to Vegas in week 11, I think it is, right? Yeah, week 11. That is a Monday Night Football game too as well. That's kind of weird. They put us on Monday night. We go into a bye and then we come back out on a Monday night, Kels.
Yep, another Monday night. So, question for Kellen: you think man coverage is better than zone 4?
I mean, shit, your guess is good as mine, Tomas. They don't know. We don't know. And if we did, they wouldn't do it.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, because Cowboys, I mean, have we played zone? Yes. When Flus first came here, he played a mix. That's what I'm saying. He played a mix, and it was a good mix. And then he also tailored the he tailored the plays based on the teams that we were facing. So I don't know what's up with the 2025 Flus, but every person we have drafted or we got in the undrafted free agency between Mike Nolan and Zimmer have been man press corners and safeties. And we've also had and Zimmer was real big on the 2 high safeties. So we got Trayvon Diggs. He came from the Mike Nolan tree. He's a man press. And then Zimmer brought in Bland, and then he brought in his own people that wasn't drafted, like Curse, and is somebody else I'm missing. And then when Zimmer came to Tampa, we got Kalen Carson. Kalen Carson is more of a free space corner, and he's not really like a boundary corner. So yeah, the whole room is basically man press.
Hey, I see everybody talking about playoffs down there. I know we're at a 9% chance. I don't see it. I had us coming in 10-7. I knew that the only odds we had going for us was there had not been a repeat champion in the NFC East in 21 seasons. But the way things are shaping up, that possibly is going to change with the Eagles this year. The last team to do it was the 2004, 2005 Eagles under Andy Reid. But yeah, playoffs. I mean, at this point, especially if we don't make any kind of trade or do anything before the trade deadline, what Jerry's alluding to and talking about, it's going to be tank for whatever. And I think, how many picks we got right now currently going into the draft, Kales? Are you Or do you have that dialed in yet or no?
Hold on. I think
I
I
want to say
text
I thought we had at least 8,
without the
but yeah,
without the compensatory picks. Hold on.
yeah, without either or.
Mm,
But yeah, I know we got
I
quite a few picks, and
texted.
they're gonna have to be all defense next year because we got Jake Ferguson on contract, we got Turpin on contract, we got CD on contract, we got Dak on contract. Like, yeah, we need to draft all defensive players.
Yeah, and I text you everybody's contract expirations. The only one that is expiring is George Pickens and Javonte Williams. And theirs expired March of 2025. Um okay, here we go. The projected, so this from October 16th. This was before we played Washington. So the projected 2026 draft order without compensatory picks is number 12, number 29 via Green Bay, uh, round 2, pick 44, round 4, pick 112, round 5, 153, round 5, 177, and round 7, 224. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right now it's seven mandatory ones.
Yeah.
But the compensatory picks has yet
Yeah, been
to
announced or released. So
yeah, to be
yeah, with
released.
that being said, you also shared with us that we need to keep about 15 million of that 30 million we got in the bank right now to be able to pay said rookies that we draft
Yeah,
next year.
each team has to go into the draft with 15 million.
Now, Gable brings up a good point. If JJ follows through with his watch what is next, JJ not expecting the tank the remaining games. That brings up a good point. Yeah, I would agree that yeah, they're still trying to fight.
And let me tell you something about tanking, okay? If you are caught tanking anything,
Well, yeah, we know. Just
yeah,
saying.
but no, some folks don't know.
Okay, you're right. You're right. Some folks don't. I'm sorry. Go
Some
ahead,
folks
Kels.
don't know, okay? If you are caught tanking any games like the Miami Dolphins did a couple of years ago, your whole organization will be fine. The owner, well, I guess people won't mind, will no longer be permitted on the premises for a certain amount of months, and you will forfeit every draft pick plus your salary cap.
Yeah, I know Eric Taylor's pushing. I know Minka Fitzpatrick is free over there in Miami. He says, yeah, trades won't be end all be all, but we still need to do something. But don't give up any first round picks. I agree. That's all general consensus here. We're not giving up any first, especially at this point. Bleacher Report said 2026 second, 2026 fifth for safety Minka Fitzpatrick, and a 2026 third. Would you pull the trigger on that for Minka Kels?
I like Minka. I like Minka
Oh, she
Fitzpatrick.
said pull the trigger.
But I don't know if that's a lot. That's, to me, that's a lot for Minka Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, I would think so too. Just
That's
a little
too.
bit, just a little bit much, just a little bit much.
Okay, go back to that. Go back to that. This would have been something I would, when we did the show when Micah got traded, and I said that, and I told people in the organization is that the two first round picks are good. However, because of the magnitude of a Micah Parsons, I think they got gypped. The Cowboys did get gypped. I would have gotten more. So back to that. Where is that? Where is that? Okay, yeah. This is what I would have asked for if it was Micah. I would have asked for a 2026 round, a 20 2026 second round, a fifth round, and a third round for Michael Parsons. This right here is too much for a Minka Fitzpatrick. to me, because right now Minka Fitzpatrick is more like a tier 2 position player than a tier 1.
All right, y'all. Y'all got Kales breaking it down. Kales in her bag here tonight. Yay. I mean, 3-5-1. We're gonna have to do something for the trade deadline. That's right. That's gonna show us, do the Cowboys got any life? Because I know it's gonna be hell to pay over the next 2 weeks if the Cowboys don't trade after this loss. And the only thing I can think of is, damn, I'm glad we got Vegas coming out of the bye, because Vegas is looking like, I mean, they were 2-5, but I think they lost again to Jacksonville this week on a field goal. So I think they're 2-6.
But the only one that's really carrying that team, and rest in peace, Carol Davis. She recently passed last week. The first lady of Raider Nation. The only thing that's really keeping the Raiders afloat is Ashton Jeanty.
Well, I mean, we can't stop the run, and I mean, that would seem like Ashton Jeanty would have a record night against the Cowboys, especially in Las Vegas.
He's gonna have a field day running. I'm telling you, this little Pomsky that we got running around the apartment, she could run straight through our defense. All 21 pounds of her, it can run through our defense, and then she'll stop at the middle of the star to look back and say, "Okay, I'm done playing." And as soon as you get 1 inch closer to her, she like psych and take off.
Yeah. Tony's active in the comments, says Vegas will beat us too. I mean, at this point, anything can happen. I mean, I probably shouldn't have talked so much shit in the pregame show about the Green Bay Packers losing to the Carolina Panthers. I said, because anything can happen. Like, everybody had Green Bay winning that game. Like, a lot of people probably had Cowboys winning tonight too. But it's been a crazy, every NFL season is always crazy. But this level of crazy this season has been,
it's been crazy across the board.
It's like crazier.
It's, I don't know. Like, I wasn't expecting Tucker Kraft to go out for the rest of the season. Frankie Louvu, a suspension just came down on him, so he's we forgot about
Brock Bowers. I couldn't forget about him either, because I got my ass towed out the frame by King Sharon. Brock Bowers put up about 40 fantasy points. He's probably the top scorer in ESPN apps this week. Caitlin says, Brock Bowers is about to go for 300 yards and 4 TDs against Dallas.
Ooh. Yeah, I forgot about old Brocky. But yeah, I don't know. Right now, I'm like this. I will pull the trade. I will take the trade off the table. I
mean, this makes sense. I mean, know. We need 50-11 trades at this point to all of the stop the bleeding we have. I mean, what was up with Trayvon Diggs? He sure looked like he was incognito on the sideline with shades and a hoodie on. I couldn't even tell that was him until the camera panned in on him and said, "There's Trayvon Diggs."
Yeah, I mean, we don't know. Whenever he speak up, because if it's something medically or whatever, then that's the HIPAA. You can't say anything. But I'm over the whole Trayvon Diggs thing too, because
me too. I just thought it was interesting. I mean, I would have probably had a hoodie on and shades on too. I'm not hating on him or anything. I just thought it was interesting because I was like, oh yeah, there is Trayvon. That's why I forgot he was on IR, but damn, he got a hoodie on and shades.
Well, I know I've been to a couple of night games at AT&T Stadium. It's been a couple of times where I had put some shades on because them lights be lighting at that stadium. I just don't know.
Nobody knows.
I would put it because I don't know who and what can basically save this team right now. Nobody can basically save this team.
I don't think I've ever felt this way about us. Well, yeah, I guess I take that back. Maybe when Dak got hurt, but then Cooper Rush stepped in, right? No, was it? Is that when Dak got hurt?
You talking about 2020? Because
when we really just feel like the rug's been pulled out at the middle of the season. Like right now, it's like if we'd have won, we'd have been like, yeah, we're going into the bye week. We get healthy. We got Vegas. We got a good chance. Even though they got,
I didn't feel like that for the COVID year, because honestly, with everything that was going on around 2020, in my opinion, I thought that the season should have been canceled. Um, Maybe when he got hurt last season, maybe, and Cooper Rush had to come in when Dak, that injury that had Dak having his whole cheek, his booty cheek off of his bone.
Yeah, I mean, now, and somebody was commenting down there, said Dak was seen walking out with a boot, but they
I
said
didn't
Shotty
see a
says that
boot.
he's not hurt,
I
or
didn't
he
see
had
anything with a
something on
boot,
his
but I
foot.
did see him hobble off with a limp. They probably put a boot on to stabilize it, but when big boy Lord, Calais Campbell's a big boy. When he rolled up on Dak's ankle, when I saw that, I said, "Oh no!"
Yeah, I just knew he was about to come up like, I'm out the game again. I was like, Jesus, add insult onto injury, pun intended.
But like I said,
I'm
the
trying to
one
find
thing
that
that the
comment. Somebody had talked about that
Cowboys can
earlier.
do is count their blessings, because most of the injuries that maybe we need to do a show about this, because some people, and I'm not trying to clown people in OAT, but some of them I can tell they really don't know how to read.
Oh, a lot of them just play dumb. That's just
Don't know
cool.
how to read
They're trying to
a
win the
practice
comment war.
report.
Everybody wants to comment something that's going to get the most likes or the most reactions. You know,
Well,
Cowboy fans, we just assholes by nature.
well, not only that, but some just don't know how to read a practice report. Because if they could see a whole list, like maybe 15 players on a practice report, but they don't take in consideration that a lot of them that's on the practice report is entering on the practice report because their 21-day practice window was activated.
I think maybe you just do like one of them quick little TikTok videos, like in a minute or less, Kels, and do it like this is where this move around. That's all it is. I think most
Yeah.
fans aren't educated on how that works and how all of that intertwines. Everybody's just like, oh, they just, they want to hear who's in and who's out. They want it right now. You know how it works.
Yeah, Caitlin, that is a good thing. I mean, it was a sack party. It was
yes, thank you.
On the field.
Good takeaway with the context, Caitlin. Thank you.
Yeah,
because the first couple of series, I was like, damn, we getting pressure on the quarterback. I was like, oh shit. Yeah, but then by then it was like we turned it over on 4 downs in the red zone.
Yeah. And then we left so many points on the field with like them 2 turnovers on downs. That could have been 6 points right there. And then Fergie dropped the ball. That was another touchdown right there. And then the one with Javonte Ferguson.
We had a couple of people dropping the babies.
Williams. That was another fumble that could have. We left so many points. I mean, even with the undisciplined stuff that was going on the field, it was still a lot. I'm telling you, I like Ezaraku.
Yeah, he got his second sack for the season tonight, I think, right?
Wasn't that? Yeah, Ezaraku. Shout out, because he is a member of Omega Psi Phi, so that's my Divine Nine brother. But Ezzy, he should have went in the first round, and that's another reason why I was like, this season is going to be crazy, because I looked how this 2025 draft went. He should have went early in the first round, but then he dropped all the way. Did we have 44 last year or 53? Whatever we had last year. No, I think he's 44. He dropped all the way in the second round, and we hurried up and scooped him. And he should have went early in the first round, like in the top 12. So we got a first round pick in the second round. But then a lot of first round projected picks went later in the third, in the fourth, in the fifth, in the sixth.
Another good takeaway from this game was for the Cowboys in the discipline department?
What?
Surprisingly,
What?
I was surprised to see this total because in the first half we had 4 penalties, and a couple of those were key that kept the Cardinals' drives moving. But the Cowboys only finished with 6 penalties. I mean, the Cowboys have been averaging 8 penalties a game, but we only got 6 tonight. So that's another takeaway. We only had 2 penalties in the second half.
Second half. And how many did
The Cardinals had a whopping 2 penalties for 10 yards. And they had 0. They had 0 in the first half.
And they closed out the first half with 0.
Yeah. Things that make you go,
But like
because I mean, I seen a face mask and a holding call in there, mixing it up. I know there's calls always missed.
Yeah.
Like they say, every play there's always something missed in every play.
But like I said, Arizona, whether we play Arizona at home or we go to the desert, they're the Cowboys juggernaut.
Yeah, we were the second highest, most penalized team after we faced Denver. Denver was actually number 1 coming into the week, 68 penalties. Cowboys had 67 penalties. Cowboys going to move down that ladder a little bit this week because, like I said, we've been averaging 8. But, yeah, it's like we're almost the most penalized. It's like I'm getting flashbacks of Mike McCarthy because under Mike McCarthy, we averaged for 5 years under Mike McCarthy 114 penalties a season.
Anas, we have already talked about the position with Tyler Guyton over and over and over again, that he is playing out of position. He is a true right tackle. I said it last year when we talked a little bit about the draft prospects and everything, and I wanted Tyler Guyton because of how he is on the right side, and I say he will definitely take Terrence Steele's spot, but they put him on the left, which was not a good idea.
Kels has put that out repeated times, but the one thing you always got to consider before you start going in on the linemen is the Cowboys love to move the linemen out of their natural position, which Kels is talking about. So take that into consideration too before. I mean, I think at this point, the only bust we really got on the team right now is Mozzie, right? Is that safe to say?
And Terrence Steele.
Oh, and Terrence Steele, but we paid Terrence Steele like a contract or something recently, didn't we?
Mm-hmm. And Terrence Steele went out because he's been suffering a migraine. That's what took him out of this game, because he started having dizzy spells.
Nice, tapping back and says, yeah, he always played right side. I thought he wasn't going to take a steal, but then I was like, what? Yeah. Cowboys always, like I say, Cowboys in the daycare. All of us that got kids, maybe with the exception of Kales. For us that have kids, you have a daycare. You got the kids that play with the little stuff at daycare. You got that box with a star, circle, square, and a triangle, right? But the Cowboys always want to try to take a circle and put it in a square, or a star, or a triangle. They never want to take a circle and put it in a circle. They like to move their linemen around. Why is that, Kels? Why is it the Cowboys like to do that? Is there any method to the madness with the Cowboys? Or are they just trying to get the most out of them?
Well, one thing I can say is, like this year with Connor Riley and Clayton Adams, they have not been doing that. It was the other line coaches that we had that did that. Yeah. That's what I was hoping with when Clayton Adams and Connor Riley, when they came to town, that they will look at it. They will put Tyler Guyton in the right, but the thing is, who would have been on the left? But then I forgot about Nate Thomas, that we still had Nate Thomas. According to Tom, that's my boy Tommy Yarish. I like him. Jerry says to the
read that.
Now that
this is hot out the press.
No trade ahead of the NFL deadline, but there is one they can do, and he's leaning towards it. That's why I said pull the trade. I mean, because honestly, like I'm telling you, whoever's on the receiving end of that trade said thanks, but no thanks. And honestly, I don't blame them.
Yeah, I don't think nobody's in denial here. I think all Cowboy fans can swallow our pride at this particular juncture going into the bye week that we're trash. I mean, especially when our offense isn't performing and they didn't score a touchdown in the first half. It's not like we can point the finger at the defense totally and point the finger at this. No, it's the offense, the defense, and the special teams. I mean, well, the special teams did score 7 points. I mean, that was exciting to see Sam Williams got in there and blocked that punt and we scored that field goal. I mean, scored that touchdown. I was like, oh shit, a couple more of them plays were back in the game. But that was like the most exciting thing I think out of the whole game, wasn't it, Carol?
And you would have thought that would have brought some momentum to the team, but it didn't. But like I said, that team came out and played the same way during that wild card game against Green Bay. That's the only similarity I can give. They came out flat.
I like the pressure I seen early. I was a little excited about that because after going to Denver and we didn't get no pressure on Bo Nix, I was like,
no,
okay,
Lance,
maybe we're gonna see. And then we blocked the punt. I'm like, okay, defense. But then Bland got torched, and I mean, this shit changed real quick.
We're not going online first round because
hell no.
2026 draft is very heavily populated with D linemen. Yeah, and it's only a few O line, but it's definitely heavily saturated with defensive players. From what I can say is that for 2026, they're heavily going in to the draft for defense. And when it comes to free agency, I know whatever I'm gonna say, people may disagree with me, but hey, we could agree to disagree. I will enter 2026 with not entertaining free agency, getting anyone on the free agency market. I will use whatever money I have and sign Pickens, sign Butter. Because we won't be able to give him a contract tomorrow.
Yeah, because I mean, we'd have paid Parsons. We wouldn't have been. I mean, we'd have been really clamped down. But yeah, I'm with you, Tony. Draft all defense. That's all.
Yeah.
I mean,
I would not even look into the free agent market unless there is a need. Like, okay, let's say if they decide. No, because they don't even have to do that. Because Nate Thomas is a hybrid tackle. He plays both right and left. So unless I will move Tyler Guyton to his natural position and then let Nate Thomas be the left tackle. So yeah, so you don't even have to go into free agency to get any tackles, offensive tackles. I will not sign anybody in free agency except for the two free agents that we know that's on our roster who will be Javonte Williams, Butter,
Pickens.
And Pickens. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me look at that list again that I sent.
While you look that up right quick and you bring that right back, I want to give a big shout out to everybody in my Patreon pick pool. I'm about to announce the October Gym Rat of the Month. That means there were 4 weeks where there were picks made every week. All of these members in my Patreon community were submitting their NFL weekly picks. These are the percentages of wins out of those weeks, and we have a brand new Gym Rat of the Month, first ever Gym Rat of the Month, because he had the highest pick percentage in the Patreon pick pool out of October. Let's give it up for a drum roll, please. Oh, I forgot we got new sounds over here, and I ain't been using them. Let's get it going. Hey, we got some sounds going on now over here, y'all. I got to figure out how to incorporate that into everything. But congratulations to my guy, Jay Nichols. Shout out to Jay Nichols. 64% win percentage for the month of October. That was tight, man. It was tight up there at top. Shout out to Nicole and Caesar. Also 63. They was hanging around up there. It was very tight at the top 3. Mike Rock, I seen in the comments down there, 61, top at 60. I was below 60, man. It's a rough month for me. It's been a rough go for me altogether. I think I'm at 61% for the season. Sarah at 58 and Sterling at 68. So Jay Nichols, our very first Gym Rat of the Month winner. You want to learn more about that? Click the link down there in the comments below and get in my Patreon pick pool.
I just resent you the contract list. The only thing they didn't do is put special teams on there. That's what's missing. I sent it to your IG.
All right, I'll get to it here in just a second. All right, that Patreon link is down in the comments. Get my Raise the Bar membership on Patreon. That way you can compete for your chance to win every week. Get your picks in. There's a winner pick by the month. There's only going to be 12 winners. Compete for your grand prize selection next July. Fly with me up to Alaska and go fishing with the coldest Cowboy fans I know. Let me get over here to my Instagram and check my DM because Kel said she was sliding in my DMs with some intel.
I mean, I sent it to you weeks ago, but I just resent it.
Oh, the picks.
No, that's not the picks. That's
not the picks.
That's the contract expiring.
Yeah, let me pull it up here. We'll get it up here right quick. Yeah, but shout out to our supporter Ruben Hernandez, who also won a prize. You get to choose between the hat, the dominoes, and the bag. So send me a DM, Green Badge supporter of the content. What's going on with this page? It's not trying to come up. There we go. All right, Kels, what we working with over here?
All right, so this is everybody's contract. What the contract is good for. With Dak Prescott's, his is kind of interesting. Not only with the restructuring clause, he also has where there could be 2 years voided off of his contract. And same way with CeeDee Lamb. The only expiring on besides Pickens and Javonte Williams is Brandon Aubrey's. So those are 3 big ones we have to take care of.
I agree 100%, but I mean Pickens, he was top 5 coming into yards this week, but not so much. Neither him or CD had some booming stats tonight. It's gonna be interesting to see what we do. I think we don't trade. I think we keep the money. I think we shore up some loose ends on these contracts, like what Kels is talking about, the big 3, Butter, and those guys, getting them locked in. But we're gonna see, and y'all know I'll be tapped in tomorrow too as well. And Kels will have the intels in case anything shakes out. Would you be ready to jump on the show so we can talk about said trade if anything goes down tomorrow, Kels?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, y'all turn on your notifications.
Like I said, it looks like Jerry pulled those trades back. Honestly, I think whatever the team that he's been, negotiating with and put the trade out there.
Yeah, I mean, the clock is ticking. The clock is ticking.
They probably said thanks, but no thanks. I can say that this team is located in the AFC West.
All right. Well, we're gonna find out. Hopefully, we'll have some breaking news tomorrow.
That he put a trade out there is an organization in the AFC. No, I lied. AFC North. AFC
I know who you're talking about. Yeah. His name start with a Q. Anyway, it's my girl Kels over there.
I say AFC North.
Oh, my bad. Wrong division.
AFC
okay.
North. It's not AFC South. It's not okay. That's not even South.
We're gonna see if it's gonna be anything anywhere come trade deadline tomorrow. 1 o'clock your time, 4 o'clock my time.
No, 4 o'clock my time.
Oh yeah, 1 o'clock my time, 4 o'clock your time, because you're up past midnight.
But I do know the trade was extended to a team that resides in the AFC North.
Hey, guess what, Kels? In like 13 hours on your side of the world, we'll know if the Cowboys are gonna make a trade or not. So turn on your notifications.
They're not. They pulled the trade back. He pulled the trade back.
But we'll find out what they do.
Because
if they do.
Caitlin put it out there because you know, she was watching the thing. According to Tommy Yarish, Jerry says to the media now there's no trade. Yeah, they whoever, you know, this
Maybe
team.
Jerry's now trying to bluff us now playing
No,
this
he's not
Texas
bluffing.
Hold'em.
I think the team said thanks, but no thanks. And honestly, I would not blame that team.
Yeah, and on that note, we'll just wrap it up. Antonio Colon, who's been very active in the comments, very emotional tonight, says 2026, this year is fucked. Gotta accept it. Well, we'll see what we're gonna accept tomorrow.
I told y'all not to put a lot into this game. I mean, this season. And that was before all the craziness.
Kells had said some things. Actually, she said a lot of things. We appreciate y'all joining. It's been the Big Two. Shout out to Big Bob. I know he got to turn in early for them catering gigs tomorrow. We wish you'd have been able to join us, but it's been the Big Two. Cowboys 3-5-1 going into the bye week. A long 2 weeks with the Big Two. But we will have some bye week shows coming up this weekend, so stay tuned for that. But thank you to all of our supporters.
And stay tuned for this bye week on all the Cowboys socials. Their media team has been inside Jerry Jones and his wife's home, so they're doing they have a segment inside of their home during the bye week, and they got some other things, so they you go and get to see Jerry Jones' nice house.
There you have it. Jerry's house during the bye week. Yep. Whose house? Not our house, but Jerry's house. This is the Big Two. We'll see y'all in the gym on the next episode.
Turn out the lights. The party's over. They say that all good things must end. Call it a night. The party's over. And tomorrow and next year starts the same old thing again.